Bonafide Hustler here, and we are opening up another vlog. This should be a lot of fun. We're going to see what we can get into buying and reselling used items that we find from garage sales, thrift stores, Facebook Marketplace, that kind of stuff. And we have a very weird item that has a potential of selling right now. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from the outside of my house. Yeah, there's a really weird item that, I don't know, it's just weird because I live in Austin, Texas, and this is just a weird item to sell. I'm $5 into this item, and I'm looking to sell it at like $80 to maybe $100, something like that, if it fits the person. So, why don't you put a comment down below what you think it is? Pause the video right here. Just put a comment and guess what it is. And if you can figure it out, because remember I said, it's a weird kind of item for Austin, Texas, and if it fits the person, right? Think. What could it possibly be? Did you get your guess in yet? I'm gonna show you the item right now. It's this $5 Excel wetsuit that I got at a garage sale. I got this at a garage sale like, I don't know, 4 to 6 months ago, long tail item. It's also sitting on eBay for around the same price, but basically it's a size LT, so it's made for like a 6 foot tall individual. It's an Excel 4.3, right? So this is one of the thicker ones right here. It's just a wetsuit. There's nowhere in Austin to use this thing, unless you have like a wakeboard boat or you're wake surfing or something like that. But outside of that, you wouldn't do a triathlon in this thing. There's no surfing here. I mean, just, I don't know. There's no beach here. This is where we open up the vlog. Hopefully this guy will come down the street in like 10 minutes and we can get this thing sold. But I also think it's not gonna fit him, but that's what it is with these wetsuits. See, if someone asks you, do you think it'll fit me, blah, 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 I'm like 5'10", I'm 6 foot. You have to be able to say, I think it's best if you come over and try it on, because you never want to kill your sale like right then and there. All right, looks like the person is pulling up. I'm like messing around with my neighbors over here, and this guy just came up in the middle of like this whole bike race thing that we were doing. This guy is in my garage trying on this wetsuit, like in there. And I have curtains and stuff because I make YouTube videos and workout videos, but I have curtains that kind of block a lot of things. But he's in my garage, stripping down to his underwear, trying on a wetsuit. Super weird. Okay, he bought the wetsuit and we got $100 right here. Dude, that was the best garage sale of all time. I'm not even kidding. I know this vlog is supposed to be a thrift vlog / reselling vlog, but we just came from that garage sale and we early birded it by 30 minutes purposely because I saw a bike in the ad. So we do have the bike in the back, and I'll show you guys that later when we get home. But we've bought so much random stuff in this garage sale. Patagonia stuff, Yeti backpack, all this kind of stuff. Lululemon stuff, Hoka stuff. I mean, Lowy Pro camera bag, Solomon shoes. So much stuff. These people had ties to Tiva, Hoka, Yeti, that people have worked for these companies. So there was a lot of cool stuff. And then we even had this Yeti thing right here. All this stuff was a great deal, and we spent total $150. Yeah, I can't believe it. That was one of the best garage sales ever. And in fact, I said this vlog was gonna be like a thrifting and whatever, reselling vlog. I think it's just gonna turn into like the best garage sale. Kind of, you know, because there was only 3 or 4 garage sales we saw today. So it's really good in the sense that, first of all, it's wintertime here in Austin, Texas. There are not many garage sales. So when you come across a garage sale that does this well, it's something that to be celebrated. Not to mention, there was a garage sale right after that that was technically an estate sale with 75% off. That was really good too. We found some stuff. So I'm gonna show you all that stuff here in the video real quick. Outside of the bike with these 2 bags, I'm gonna show you something real quick. Where are these bags? Okay, so the bike with these 2 bags was $50. That bike, first of all, I'll show it to you after this. That bike is already listed for $380. But Yeti Crossroads backpack, that's pretty sweet, dark blue. Then we have a kind of reissue / vintage looking Patagonia bag right here, which is pretty nice. It should sell for about $1 to $150. It's a nice deep bag. Kind of nice. I mean, really nice actually. Basic drawstring capability, old logo in the front. That's pretty neat. So yeah, that's about $1 to $150 right there. And we got a Parks Project, probably for me. I think it's size large. A fleece. That was just more of a throw-in. $10. So remember, those 2 bags and that bike was $50. Spent an extra $10 at the very end of the garage sale. The guy said that this was his one from high school, his Patagonia. I think it's called like a bivy down vest. So nice condition. A little bit of piling right there. Nothing crazy. We do have the little machine thing that you can take all this stuff off with. But this was $10. This will probably resell for $80 to $120. Got a chest and checkers set. $100. We've bought all the rest of the stuff that you're going to see. Scala hat, which is cool. Felt Scala hat. This will be put in the booth between $20 and $30. We got this right here, a Yeti I don't know what they call this thing. It's not called the loadout, but this is their 5-gallon like all-purpose bucket, seafoam green color, and you can sit on it as well. It's really good for fishing, house duties, all that kind of stuff. It has little things right here where you can hang things off of for extra capabilities. If you bring this to the coastline, you want to do some deep sea or onshore fishing, whatever, these are really good buckets for that. So that was part of the $100 deal. And that alone will probably sell between like 50 and 100 bucks. We have a lot of stuff in here too. We have some Hoka, Kaha, Gore-Tex, Hoka hiking boot, extremely good condition. This is more than likely, I don't know, I would say 60 to 90 comfortably without looking this thing up on eBay right now. Also a pair of Hoka, what are these right here? Speed Goats. Speed Goat's pretty decent trail shoe, very good condition. So the Speed Goat right here, this is probably closer to like 40 to 60 bucks on eBay, I would guess. Got a Remington 12 gauge belt. So it has the ends of shotgun casings right here. And that's just a random belt that I saw that I liked. So who knows, that'll probably be like 10 to 20 bucks in the booth. And then we have, I think this is kind of cool that this is the second pair that I've found in a week. And these are Salomon S-Labs, right? So they're Salomon S-Labs XT6s. I found some of these 2 days ago at a thrift store. These are in very good condition. So this will probably be probably, I think a 75 to like a 120 range on eBay is my guess on here. Everything looking super good. So yeah, these are women's. You can tell just by the colorway, but very good condition. Most of these shoes are 7.5 as well. And then part of that $100 deal was we got so much Yeti stuff. It was $2 a piece. The guy worked for Yeti, you know, so there's so much Yeti stuff. Some has dings, but it doesn't matter. This stuff is still usable stuff. My neighbors love Yeti stuff, so we have that. We have this, which is a Yeti thing right here. What other kind of Yeti stuff? There's more stuff. There's that right there. We have another piece right there. So that's a pretty interesting deal for all that. And then there's this Lowy Pro thing that I will open up for you and show you. Now the wheels can be redone, you know, but this is a camera backpack essentially. It's a rolling style one, even has a lock on it as well. But check this out. I just opened it up and I'll show it to you. And here it is. It's a Lowy Pro Roller X200. You know, resale on this is, you know, locally probably, I don't know, 50 to maybe 120 or so. We have to address that wheel issue, but since it is an Allen wrench, you can put basically any wheel in this space. So, you know, might just do that. But yeah, this is an expandable rolling case for camera gear, usually is what people would use this for. And inside we have more pit stuff that we bought because it was $2 a piece for this stuff. So we got a Stanley Cup. We have a Yeti thing right here, this Yeti thing right here. Everything's been pretty much unused since that person worked for Yeti, you know. Everything is super nice. The Yeti thing right here. Lots of Yeti stuff, you know. But yeah, so that rolling case right there, which is really interesting because you can put a lot of expensive camera gear here and you can put the dividers wherever you want to sandwich all your lenses and your camera bodies and other things. So that right there, I'm just gonna go low end. You know, this is probably 50, but it could be as high as maybe 100 if I can address this wheel issue, which is not hard to do. But yeah, pretty cool. It's a locking one as well. So pretty nice case, something that you don't see every day on a garage sale. But remember, that wasn't the only garage sale we went to. That was part of the $100 deal. I think I'm missing something from that $100 deal. I cannot figure out what it is, but it's like kind of bothering me. There's something else that I'm missing. But after that, we went to a garage sale. It was an estate sale that had 75% off everything. Now, we didn't think we were going to find anything because usually when you go to 75% off days, like it's just completely ransacked. But this one, we found 3 things, I think. Maybe 2, 3. I don't know. I'll show you. Sitting in a closet was this Altman of Dallas Fashions. It says suede originals, but obviously it's not suede. It's just leather, smooth leather. The funny thing is I asked at the end of the garage sale when we were checking it out, right? Because you know what 75% of that off would be, right? It's pretty obvious. So essentially this should be $10 alone right here. And then this one, which is rabbit fur, right? I mean, that's pretty cool. So we got all this stuff. We got that, this, and there's one last thing that I got as well. I can't figure out what it is, but there is one other thing that I got. Oh yeah, it's sitting right there. It's this felt cowboy hat by, I think, Shepler's. So it's a nice cowboy hat. Had I not asked the question like, hey, look, is everything set in stone today? The lady was like, look, we're about to take anything that you can offer us. So what do you think is fair? And I was like, I'll just do 20 bucks. So I shot out 20 bucks and she took the offer for this rabbit coat, which I'll show you more of here in a second, that felt hat, and that white leather jacket. The rabbit fur jacket is not only really nice, it does have an imperfection. We're gonna take it to an alteration lady down the street and get all that back to normal. Outside of that, it's in great condition. This will probably sell in the booth I'm thinking maybe like 120 to 180 or so, something like that. It's really nice. I mean, it's kind of got Burning Man written all over it, if you know what I'm talking about. But we're still in the season where people are really looking for this kind of stuff. And I'm pretty sure that rabbit fur is one of those things that is allowed in the booth. Lots of great finds today. I still feel like I'm forgetting something. But at the end of the day, really awesome finds at these garage sales. I cannot believe it because, like I said earlier, it's scarce to find a really good garage sale right now. In about a month, it's going to be incredible. In about 2 months, it's going to be super crazy. But right now, you know, it is what it is. Let's go show you that bike, a little bit more of that bike, and then we'll close out the video. So here's a closer look of that bike that I picked up at the garage sale. This was part of a $50 deal. Obviously, I got 2 backpacks and I got this bike for 50 bucks. That was the very first thing we pulled the trigger on at that garage sale. And I have, you know, done a spot clean, nothing crazy. I inflated the tires to about 90 PSI. And it's a perfect candidate for bikes to bucks. Essentially, I'm 30 bucks into it. And yeah, it's in great condition. I did wipe this a little bit because it was like gray. So now we got it back to like looking white, but no more than, you know, maybe 5 minutes on this bike. And I do think it being an extra small frame that, you know, a giant live, this is a live giant, but the live part's somewhere else on the frame. But anyway, it's called an Avail. I think this bike, for the right person's, gonna be selling between $300 and $380. And that's where this vlog is gonna end. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, you know, we found some cool stuff. I didn't really intend for this vlog to go the garage sale route, but it did. But anyway, so if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you put a comment down below and hit the like button. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Goodbye.